Monday. I'm still just waking up, as you can see. I just thought I would do a weekly reading vlog this week and just try and get back on track with my reading and just kind of like show what I'm reading throughout the week, how I kind of incorporate it into my schedule and my days. I'm currently reading Scarred by Emily McIntyre. Like I mentioned, whenever I picked this in my last Kindle video. I definitely could finish that book tonight. If I have the mental fortitude to finish that book is another question. But I didn't actually chat about it, so I thought I would just give a little synopsis of Scarred, which is what I'm going to be reading this week. And then I'll pick something else out, as I generally do on my Libby or Kindle Unlimited. I think I have it for another week or two before I have to decide if I want to buy it again, because my free trial is up. I have a lot of like LED lights and things like that in my house. We're a no overhead light household. Never, ever. Scarred is actually inspired by the Lion King, like Scar, the brother to Mufasa. It has very much those vibes, like it's a royal family and the brother Scar is like plotting against his brother, kind of a thing. And there's a female love interest who comes in and is basically betrothed to the king. But her and the brother end up having a little bit of like chemistry. So kind of just heavily leaning on like the attraction, the chemistry, the kind of slow burn, yearning, like will they, won't they type of vibes that are happening right now. So I'm enjoying it. I was not feeling ready to commit to another fantasy right now. I'm really itching to pick up Game of Thrones because I tried again to watch House of the Dragon because I love, like, HBO used to do such good television. It's gone so downhill. Not to get on my soapbox about like modern TV, because I really find it so underwhelming these days, and I don't mean to sound pretentious, but I just would rather read a book or play a video game these days than like watch some mediocre ass writing and have them butcher an entire fantasy world like and act like it means nothing. Anyway, so I tried to like get back in House of the Dragon because I only watched the first 2 episodes, and last night I watched episode 3. And I like know what happens because I'm on Twitter like every other person and I don't care about spoilers, so I do see what happens. Anyway, I just can't get into it, and it just is making me like just want to read Game of Thrones. I'm like, let me just actually consume the source material if I'm getting this, like if I really am not liking the writing in House of the Dragon and it's bothering me and it makes me not want to watch it because it's such a commitment. Like, it's like 7 more hours of my life to commit to that show, but I just don't think they're doing a very good job. I think the actors are doing an incredible job. The writers and the directing choices, not so much. So, that being said, I really am feeling like picking up Game of Thrones and maybe like reading that through the fall and winter months. I think that would be like make a lot of sense, like Song of Ice and Fire kind of vibes. So we'll see what else I get into this week. Bare minimum, I have to finish Scarred. Like, I gotta stay on my goal. So anyway, I've been yapping for 5 minutes, and if I want to make this a reading vlog, I need to be concise and choosy with my yapping clips. So I'll keep you guys posted. And there's my air, so it's my cue to leave. I do love a multiple POV that switches between the 2 characters, so that part of it I'm enjoying a lot. Like I said, I just like the fantasy royal crust aspect. Oh, hello, sir. You gonna come join me? Does anyone else's cat do this on their Kindle? Beware of this, because he's actually cracked one of my MacBook screens before by chewing on the corner. Okay, let's getting good. It's getting good. It's getting good, guys. They keep saying like no worries in this book, and I'm like, that's an odd turn of phrase to be using in like a royal medieval type of like proper English. And I'm like, why are they saying no worries? That's so out of place. And I'm like, duh, it's because it's a Lion King retelling. So like Hakuna Matata, no worries. And then also another Lion King reference is the rebels, like the group of like feral rebels. In this, they call them the jackals, which I'm assuming is like a play on the hyenas in Lion King. It's subtle enough where it's not like cheesy for people who maybe don't know and like Disney, but for Disney fans like me, I'm catching a lot of like those little references. So I quite like that. Hi friends. So I finished Scarred this morning. You know, it was a fun time. It was a quick read. I started it quite a while ago, but I kind of just put it down and didn't pick it back up for a bit. So once I actually started reading it, it was quite a quick read. So was it good? No. It's not good. There's one specific plot hole at the very end that I could not wrap my head around how it was missed, unless I'm just completely misinterpreting it. And you know, sometimes the smut can be a little cringe for me, but I liked it overall. I thought it was a fun time. It just was something that I needed. I needed a little like palette cleanser, you know? So I liked it for it being free on Kindle Unlimited. I'm okay with that. So I finished that. I'm gonna go run and get myself a little lunch, and I need to grab a few things at Target. So I'm gonna do that and then either start the next in that series, the next dark romance, which I want to say is like Twisted, or I'm not actually sure what the next book in that series is. Hey. Oh. Oh. Okay. My other option for the week, okay, I'm all over the place. I have a lot of options. I also just borrowed This Is the Time War audiobook from my library for the second time. I didn't get to it the first time I borrowed it. It's only a 4-hour audiobook, so I have that as an option. I can start Game of Thrones. I can start the next Never After dark romance. Or my book club that I am in has like a thriller, like a Lisa Jewell thriller. That I haven't gotten yet, but I'm going to Target. They might have it. I think it's a couple years old actually at this point. Might be at Target. Maybe I'll grab it. I doubt it. It's one that I'd rather just like get the Kindle version or get it from my library if I can. But those are kind of all my options for my next book. And as a mood reader, that's kind of how it goes. I don't have a TBR to go off of. I just feel out the vibes. Because my Kindle Unlimited was only free for another week or so, I might just like knock out another one of those dark romances. My cat is literally screaming at me to go outside, and he's gonna be disappointed because that's not in the cards for him right now. That's my update for the day. I might start a new book later, I might not, but I'm just gonna vlog this whole week of like how I kind of read. So no promises, but you'll get updates when there's updates. So just like morning, well, it's afternoon now, But morning undone me this vlog for most of it, just being real. I think I've said it before, but this week has just been a struggle. I'm expecting most of these to just be averaging around 3 stars, and I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. I think they're fun. Like I said, I mean, it's rare that I finish a book in a couple days, because usually I'm reading things that are just a lot more like intense and a bit slower to get through. These are so fast. These are like 3-hour reads on Kindle. So I could even be reading these faster, but I'm really just kind of like picking it up when I feel like it. So Wretched is a Wizard of Oz retelling, fractured fairy tale type of story. Badass, grungy kind of main character who doesn't do well with people and is like mean and a bitch and all this stuff. I personally love that. I don't care if it's a cliche character. I enjoy it. She's a drug lord's daughter and he is basically an undercover DEA agent. So kind of hot, not gonna lie. Enjoying it. These Emily McIntyre ones are like, I think just the right amount of like smut for me. I think that's very subjective, and I think everyone's like level of like what is super risque, what other people's reference point is for that varies so much. I enjoy the like frequency and kind of level of smut that's in this. I guess that's kind of what I'll say. It starts off with like a sexy scene, but then like you get the backstory, sister, family, history, you know, you're getting kind of like the character backdrop. It's not like constantly in your face, but when it is there, it's spicy. Pretty explicit, pretty spicy. Sometimes it can be a little much for me, but right now, like the headspace that I'm in, it's a nice distraction. This vlog is basically just gonna be like me reading Kindle smut kind of vlog. Something tells me that the girlies like that. I don't know, kind of have my finger on the pulse when it comes to, you know, book talk and things like that. So I'm pretty sure someone out there is gonna relate and they like these. So anyway, I just wanted to give a little bit of an update. I don't think I updated at all yesterday. 39% of the way through Wretched, and I'm definitely gonna finish this in this vlog. So I'm just sitting here like on my Notion and I'm like, you know what? Let me do some updates to my archive. Newer ones I bought for my birthday, stuff like that. I do have quite a few to add. My sister lent me this. Actually, she read it and said she really liked it. Let me know if you guys have read this. A Ministry of Time. Seems kind of up my alley. I'm very excited to finish the Discovery of Witches trilogy this fall. I'm gonna read the last one this fall. I'm also going to read Twilight for the first time ever. I've never read Twilight. I love the movies. I never actually read the books, so we're gonna be getting into that this fall, so subscribe. Subscribe so you don't miss it. guys Saturday morning. Well, it's 1 p.m. now, but I finished Wretched this morning. Very much enjoyed it. A little bit more than Scarred, actually. I gave it 4 stars simply because I enjoyed the characters. I liked that the morally gray villain in this one was the woman, the female main character. Really enjoyed that. And I do enjoy kind of like a crime mafia boss type of situation. I'm honestly resisting the urge to just pick up the next one, Twisted, which I believe is an Aladdin retelling, but we'll see what I get up to for the rest of the weekend. My boyfriend made us a nice breakfast this morning, had a little brunch cocktail. I have some focaccia going in the oven this afternoon, and then I have a lot of editing to do to finish up this vlog. So that's gonna be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, if you guys have read these Never After books, I have a feeling I'll probably finish the rest of them throughout the rest of the year. They really help me like get out of a funk, and they're easy to pick up and just complete in a day or two, and it makes me feel accomplished and motivated to read. So I'm very much enjoying them. I am giving them 3 and 4 stars. I would recommend them. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if you guys have read these Never After series books, or if you haven't, just what you've been reading recently. I would love to know and chat about it. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.